All right, guys. Welcome in. So, we're at the haunted basement. It is super late. I'm going to do the experiment Saturday. We're not going to do a whole lot of paranormal investigating tonight. Um, but since I got back from the Florida investigation, multiple disturbing things have been happening, including what happened to me last night. And I am going to make a video on what happened to me at 6:30 a.m. this morning, or about 24 hours ago, about 21 hours ago. Actually, yeah, 21 hours ago exactly. Something happened to me that has never happened to me before in my 10 years, almost 10 years of paranormal investigating. And if you all don't know, recently I was at a location down in Florida where there are a ton of Bigfoot sightings and UFO sightings, and a lot of government vehicles seen around the property. Annie, thank you for the love. T-Jax, thank you for the dub coins. At 6:30 a.m. this morning, something tried to pull me out of my bed. And this wasn't like a person. It felt like this will sound ridiculous. It felt like two giant lobster claws grabbed my wrist and literally rolled me over and started pulling me up out of the bed. It was the most disturbing night terror type event that I have had in years, and it is the only time something non-physical has moved my body in such a dramatic way. That has never happened to me before. And it didn't feel like hands grabbing me. It felt like two lobster claws, not sharp though, and it felt just like pressure. It was like immense like vibration grabbing both of my arms and pulling me up. I was able to break out of it, obviously. I'm still here, I think. Guys, this weird stuff started happening the first time I went down to that property, the Bigfoot woods in Florida. When I got back, a bunch of weird stuff started happening. And it's happening again. It's happening again. Guys, so did I tell you all about the tarot deck? At my house. So this is at my apartment. This is my house. At my apartment, where I've been living the past year, there's a tarot deck that we've had on the shelf for literally 13 months, over a year. And the day after I got back, while Babe and me were gone, she gets back to the house and the tarot deck is laying on the ground face up. So it had been displayed on the shelf facing outward. It somehow had fallen and landed on its back. And you would think if it had fallen, I guess it could have like flipped. But it was like, so let's say, here's an example. Here's the shelf. Let's say this is the tarot deck. It's facing outward, right? It's facing outward. It landed sideways and facing up like that, and it was pretty far from the shelf. It was in between the TV. It was in between the TV and the living room table. Anyways, what I'm getting at, guys, is a bunch of weird stuff is happening again, and I'm gonna have to call some of the crew that has been working on this case in Florida and ask what their protocol is for this situation, because I'm going to do my own like prayers and cleansings and stuff like that. But the last two times, so I've been there 3 times, before I left, we didn't like close the session. We didn't close the communication like we did the last 2 times, mainly because we weren't getting anything on the last night I was there this time. So, guys, I am freaked out. And that was, what happened to me was at 6:30 in the morning. It wasn't like right now it's 3:30 in the morning. It was at 6:30 a.m. And it felt like claws grabbed me by the wrists and were pulling me out of the bed. And I know some paranormal investigators have stories about being pulled out of bed. I'd never imagine. I guess I'd gone so long without it happening to me, I didn't think it was going to happen to me. And I've had similar things happen. I've just never been grabbed and pulled by something. Anyways, so I'm down here in the basement because I had planned on going through some of my stuff over here and start to clean it up, start to get the basement back in shape, if you will. Because like this corner over here, this was supposed to be where I built the gateway devices. That's why like all the materials and all the stuff like here. Can you see any of this? It's just a bunch of random stuff that I used to use to build the gateway devices. And I was gonna have like a little section over here. It was gonna be sick. It was gonna be sick, but it's not sick. It's not sick. But yeah, guys, I gotta make a video. So on the way back from that trip, I have a picture of what looks like an entity with two big red glowing eyes in the car with me. It's clearly just like made out of stuff, like reflections and stuff, so it's not for real a demon with red eyes, but it looks like it. It looks like a face with red glowing eyes. And there was a handful of other things that happened that I've already forgot. Totally, Tara, thank you for the love. Ashon G, you've been grabbed and pulled too, but by something a little different. What's up, Jude? Yeah, guys, has anyone in the chat, let me ask that, has anyone had a physical encounter with a ghost? Have you swapped hands with a ghost in the chat? Type 1 in the chat if you have. 1 in the chat if you have swapped hands with a ghost. Ashley coming in with my favorite comment. Whoa, you look exhausted. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. Michael, you've swapped hands with a ghost. Travis has. Glass and Thing. What happened, guys? So, until this point, the closest thing I've had, it'd have to be here. It would have to be here. Shell says, had audible, never physical. Aaron says, how in the world do you react when something like that? Oh, I freaked out. I freaked out. I was screaming, and I woke Babe up, and I was like, babe, there's something in here. Babe, there's something in here. Babe, 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 get up. Babe, get up. Get up. There's something in here. And she was like, what? What? Chill, what? Mullenbach says, nah, but I could have sworn I woke up hearing someone walking in my room and no one was there. That's terrifying. Supernatural Entertainment says, are you about to investigate? If something happens, like if you guys see something or if something happens, I did bring the DR60 with me. Bridget, you've had an encounter, a physical encounter with a spirit. Guys, tell me what happened with your alls. I've had August of last year, or was it the year before? August of 2024 or 2023, I had one of the most disturbing dreams where I don't even know how to explain it now. Travis, yours was a little kid spirit. What happened? What was the interaction? Like, have you ever dapped a spirit up? Have you ever shaken hands with a spirit? Have you felt a spirit try to strangle you or like mess with you in some way? Craig on YouTube says, I was in an attack during doing an investigation and got my shoulder pulled and my jacket was lifted up. I said a lot of cuss words. Adam says, if phasmophobia has taught me anything, remember where that fuse box is. Yeah. Guys, so back in about 2000, what would have been, 2005? She actually came from live and felt like she was trying to hold my hand. See, that, Travis, what you said there, I've heard other investigators talk about feeling their hand being grabbed, and I don't know if I've ever felt that exactly. I've reached my hand out before a lot. I've seen some people experience that feeling in real time where it feels like something's touching their hand. Glass and Thing says, Eric, when are you on location again? I will be investigating Waverly Hills in June. That'll be cool. Um, and then in a couple of weeks, I'll be on location at Post Town. Ryan, you felt like you were pushed. Yeah, so that. Oh, yeah. Do y'all remember my friend Pam? Pam, who's investigated Post Town a bunch? So, Pam, she was pushed on the stairs at Post Town, and she was pushed hard. After she was pushed, I did a gateway session there with her, like a few days, literally like 1 or 2 days after it happened. This was the same weekend that Daryl had the 4 holes in his head. So Daryl woke up on his hands and knees in his bedroom floor at Post Town, and the floor is covered in blood, and he's got 4 holes in his head. That same weekend, Pam was pushed on the steps, and we had one of the like clearest, most direct gateway sessions with a spirit that Monday. So Pam was pushed either Friday or Saturday, and then Daryl woke up with the blood and everything on either it was like late Saturday night or early Sunday morning, and then I was there that Monday. Bridget says, I grew up in a haunted house, and the house I live in now is also haunted. Paul Laux, we are live. We are live. Ashon G says, I had a dream I was being pulled down a dark hole with a demon holding my ankle, looking up at me, laughing with the most evilest laugh. I woke up on the floor from my bed. So you'd fallen out of the bed and you were on the floor? Ashon G, Ashon, you know what? When I used to live here, my room is literally right above us here. I kept having these dreams where I was in the bed and something was pulling me from the bed, through the floor right here, down the basement, and it was trying to pull me through the basement floor even further. And at that point, I was always able to get out of it. I was always able to break out of the dream and come to and like wake up. After the meditation we had a couple weeks ago where I saw that thing that's under the ground here, it makes more sense. Those dreams make more sense now. There's something trapped or something imprisoned, some type of darkness or evil imprisoned under the ground here. Annan, what's good, Annan? Good to see you. Debs, thank you for the share. Angie, thank you for the share. Angie, thank you for the love. Rain, thank you for the dub coins. Yeah, guys, I tell you what, if we hit the gift goal, we'll do a quick EVP just to check in on everything. Black Wolf, ain't good to see you guys. Shell says, how long are you live for tonight? I'm not going to be live very long. We're just hanging out talking. I just wanted to tell you all what happened to me, because I thought I was going to die today. I thought it was like death. I thought it was death trying to take me. T-Jax, thank you for the dub coins. But then I remembered, like, guys, a lot of people say death is like a peaceful experience, and a lot of times when we're dealing with these entities and dark forces and whatever it is, it's not a pleasant experience. So yeah, anyways, my goal was to come over here, tell you all that I will be live Saturday to do a paranormal experiment. And I don't know what the experiment is yet, but we are doing an experiment Saturday, and I am very much hoping that Monday will be the first call out session. It'll be a prototype stream. I'll be testing what area and where we're going to do the call out sessions. And guys, the first 1 or maybe 2 streams doing the call out sessions, I'm going to be calling out to my loved ones, my family members that have passed away, to get like an idea of the groundwork of how this is going to work moving forward. And I know, like, some people, it is a dangerous idea. And anytime I've done a call out session for someone, like reaching out to someone's loved ones who have passed over, I always tell them, like, we don't know for sure who we're talking to. We are unable to confirm who it is that is talking to us through these devices. And, things might be said that are not true because we can't control what they say. We cannot control what who they say they are and what they say. So you always got to remember that. But think of it this way, guys. Imagine you're a family who lost somebody recently and it was like a tragic loss. And then you find this guy with the spirit communication device and he gets you in contact. You hear your loved one's voice. And then it says something crazy, like something like blaming like another family member for the death or or just like something just crazy. That is a chance. That is a real risk that we're taking. And like I said, the last two I did went very. Thankfully, the families I was doing them for didn't notice like the bad stuff coming through. There was like some evil stuff coming through. Um, this the last two before I took my first break. Then I did another round of them, and those went pretty well. But I just stopped doing them. I just stopped doing them because it's weird, guys. It's some of the most profound spirit communication that I've ever captured, but it's also it it's one of those things where you could argue it's good or bad. You could argue that it's totally not good, and you could argue that it totally is good. It's not one of those things where it's not black and white. It's not so cut and dry. So it does help. Like there is the part of it where it does help grieving families get some type of closure, especially in a tragic death. And sometimes, guys, the part of the reason I was so set on doing it was because the first few I'd worked with, people and families that their loved one had passed like years previously. It wasn't super recent, but they were having like dreams of them. They kept having dreams and like these little things that would happen during the day, which would remind them of their loved one who had passed. And usually that means that person is trying to get a message to you, or that person's trying to like reach to the family. Usually it's to say that they're looking out for them or that they're there watching over them. But sometimes there is like a specific message. Now that is more rare. That is a rare occurrence, but it does happen. I'm just rambling at this one at this point. Yeah, Glass and Things says make sure you keep your Bible and always say the Lord's Prayer. You know what, guy? I am so scared to go to bed tonight. I'm actually so scared to go to bed tonight after what happened last night. But I will have my Bible, and I'm going to read Psalm 91 before I go to bed. If anything's ever bugging you, read Psalm 91. Whispering Skulls, thank you for being here. God, guys, it was so messed up. Is anyone just coming in and didn't hear? Type 5 in the chat if you didn't hear what happened to me at 6:30 a.m. Oh, like 20 hours ago, 21 hours ago. Bridget, you've had your house blessed 3 times after your mom passed away. Michelle hasn't heard. Glass and Thing. Britt, Havana Luna, you haven't heard. Don Whitty hasn't heard. Rick James, Whispering Skulls. Okay, guys. Paul Laux. All right. Love Tam. Good to see you, Love Tam. All right. 6:30 a.m. I've been in bed for a few minutes at this point, almost half an hour. I am on my bed, facing the center of the bed and facing Babe. And all of a sudden I could tell it was like something's in the room. It was immediate. It wasn't like a gradual, like, wait, what's going on? Boom, something's in the room. And it's over. It's like on the side of my bed. It seems like this like massive thing. And I feel something grab both my wrists. Something grabbed both my wrists and literally turned me over and started pulling me up off the bed. And it didn't feel like hands. It felt like pressure. It felt like something vibrating, and it felt like 2 giant lobster claws, like as big as my arm and half as long, like as thick as my arm and half as long, grabbing each of my wrists and literally rolling me over and pulling me up out of the bed. It was the most terrifying night terror encounter I've ever had, because even the ones where I've seen like full-bodied apparitions and had other witnesses and like even those crazy things, none of them like were grabbing me and like moving me around. This is the first time a non-physical energy has moved me physically, and in such a dramatic way. It wasn't like a push or like like a brush against me. Like at the Stone Mansion, I felt a hand go down my arm. That had been the craziest thing that had ever happened to me physically until 6:30 a.m. yesterday, almost 24 hours ago. And here in a couple minutes, or here in a little bit, I have to go back over there and lay back. And here's the thing: no matter where I sleep, now that's gonna be in the back of my mind because we're our most vulnerable when we're sleeping by far. And for some, like I am gonna have to bust out Psalm 91, maybe burn some sage, do some prayers. Alex Sweepy, thank you for the dubs, guys. Yeah, Miss K, this happened less than 24 hours ago. Less than 24 hours ago. If we hit the Dubcoin gift goal, we'll do a couple EVPs. We'll do a couple EVPs. Love Tam says I used to get sleep paralysis. It's terrifying. And speaking of sleep paralysis, when I used to live here and the haunting was at its peak, I was getting sleep paralysis every night. And it was sleep paralysis, but I have night terrors. All right, I had night terrors. Whenever the haunting was really bad, I would wake up screaming and like running around thinking like something or someone was in the house, like night terrors. Alex Sweet Pea, thank you for the dubs. Let's go. I thought T-Jax with the 21 dubs. All right, let's do a EVP. I brought the DR60 down here with me. It sounds like it'd be a terrible, awful rap lyric. Okay, let's do this. Issa says salt. Yes, so the salt ritual was one of the first cleansing rituals I learned, and it does work. It absolutely works. Hey, Aaron, thank you for the share. Alex Sweet Pea, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks. Let's go. Gail, thank you for the team cheers. Yes, guys, I'm going to make a video talking about all the things that have happened. The, the disturbing picture in my car while driving back from those haunted woods in Florida. It looks like a demon face with red eyes in the car on the ride back. The tarot deck falling off the shelf in the living room and landing face up. It had been sitting there for 13 months, over a year. And then 6:30 a.m., something tries to pull me out of bed. And it literally pulled me up and over. And I felt like it was just going to pull me just straight out. T-Jax, thank you for the love. All right, so we're going to have to go in the other room because this recorder doesn't work in here because of the AC. Whispering Skulls, I hadn't fallen asleep all the way, but I was like really relaxed, almost asleep. And like I was saying, it wasn't like a gradual, oh, something's in the room. It was immediate. It was like something's in the room. And that's when it started pulling me by the wrists, rolling me over, and then pulling me up out of the bed. And I was able to break free of it, and I just started screaming. I was like, babe, wake up. And she was like, what? Well, it's okay. It's okay. It was messed up. It was actually messed up. Because, like, at Stone Mansion, when the spirit ran their fingers down my arm, first off, it felt like fingers, which is like a human, it felt like a human hand. Whatever this was, didn't feel human at all. There was like, it felt like energy. It felt like energy and not human. John Ron says, do you smoke anything? I don't smoke tobacco or otherwise. No smoking. I don't drink. Your boy's partying days are behind him, unfortunately. Well, or fortunately. Now when I go out and I see everyone like drinking, I used to be like a little envious to drink, but now I get stoked on the fact that I'm going to be up and alert, and my day is going to be awesome, and I'm not going to be hungover. Because guys, for some reason, even when I was younger, drinking, I'd just get so hungover, like unreasonably hungover. And so, especially as I got older, it just got worse and worse. So I get like so excited that I'm going to wake up and be ready to rock and roll, and everyone else is going to be all hungover. So anyways, let's try an EVP since we hit the gift goal. Gen X Sabrina, good to see you here. Thank you for the love. Hitting record. Is there something following me? So, Jersey for Life said something very disturbing. Gen X Sabrina, thank you for the 5 Let 'em Cooks. Guys, if we hit the Let 'em Cook gift goal, we'll do another EVP. Jersey for Life said the reptile, what did you say? The reptile aliens? There are reptile ETs with claw hands. There are reptile ETs with claw hands. Are they invisible though? That's the thing. I didn't see there was nothing there. But I could feel the like energy and it grabbing me. Imagine being grabbed and picked up by something you can't see but you know is there. Whispering Skulls, thank you for the Let 'em Cook. Let's go. Glass and Thing says they can show themselves if they want. Interesting. So you're saying it was physically there and I just couldn't see it. Okay, that's me talking. There isn't. It says there isn't. Listen. Oh, I thought it said there isn't. All right, we didn't get anything on that one. Yes, POV Paranormal in the chat. POV, always good to see you. And yes, that's right. There is footage of Daryl Wisman, the owner of Post Town, getting dragged out of his bed and slammed on the floor. And that is another example of someone who's had an intense physical altercation with the spirit. Somehow I'd forgotten about Daryl getting dragged out of the bed. That's one of the most infamous Post Town clips there is. Carrie Lou, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks, Carrie Lou. Good to see you here. Pog Dog says, I think the voice said, I'm gooning. I'm sure that's what it said. Whew. Guys, did I ever tell you about what happened a little over a year ago? Dark Chaser, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks. Guys, if we hit the gift goal, we'll do another EVP, and maybe we'll turn the lights out. Maybe we'll turn the lights out and try like a little mini investigation. Just a mini investigation, nothing crazy. In August of last year, or the year prior, I gotta check the dates. I know it was August though. Very clearly in my mind it was August. I was asleep in my bed and I heard the door open, the front door open. Renee Marie, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks. I heard the front door open and I thought Babe had come to the house. like on her lunch break, or it was after work. And so I was thinking, oh, babe's coming back here. This will be awesome. Uh, but it's not babe. It's not babe. I look around, my room is clean, and I hear multiple footsteps, multiple sets of footsteps, and I'm like, what is going on? And like two people come into the room, and all of a sudden they shoot like these lasers. They have like laser guns, and they hit my body, and I don't know if they're scanning my body, but I could feel the lasers hit everywhere, like all over, like full body scan with these crazy lasers. And then all of a sudden, boom! Literally, the feeling of like lightning, of like thunder and lightning, boom! And I'm in this tub. I'm in this like, I'm being pulled out of a tub of water, like this metal tub. And as I'm getting pulled out, I can see this giant, it looks like a giant aircraft facility, massive hangar. It looks like a massive hangar for like massive planes. And I could see the walls in the distance were just like metal. It looked like metal sheets. And then again, boom, like the same lightning thunder feeling. Boom. And I'm back in my bed. I like shoot up in the bed, like from laying down to like sitting straight up. And it was the craziest. It was, my entire skin was thick goosebumps, like thick chicken skin goosebumps, like I've never felt before in my entire life. This was, imagine if, you know how like when you get the goosebumps, imagine if it just kept going, like if it just like started compounding and your skin just goes like, like, and it was all over, full body. My heart was like beating so hard. It was incredible how hard my heart was beating. And it was like, it felt like I'd been shocked by electricity. Like it felt like I'd been hit by a lightning strike. And obviously it was a dream. What I had, that everything I had happened was a dream. No one was at the house. I was here by myself. And that was before I moved out of here. Renee Marie, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks. So yeah, I guess that was 2023 then, because it was before I moved out. But guys, from that moment, I felt totally different. I felt like something in me had changed dramatically. Like I felt like my DNA had changed. We hit the gift goal. Let's go. Who was that? Renee Marie closing out the gift goal. Thank you, Renee. Guys, oh yeah, I forgot. So when the lightning hit, like when that, like, it wasn't lightning, but when that, you know, that force hit and I was in that like hangar, it felt more real to me than anything I've ever experienced. It made the dream and waking up in the bed feel like something else. When I was, and it's weird because I could like see so clearly in that moment. I could clearly see, and it was just for it was like I was being pulled out of a tub, and it was just for that second, and I could see so clearly this giant metal hangar. And then boom! I was back in the bed, sitting straight up. Heart was beating so hard, so unbelievably hard. And my skin, like I said, was complete, like hard chicken skin. It was unreal. It was unreal. God bless, that was so wild. That was crazy. Okay, anyways. Miss K says, do you have any ideas or explanations as to what happened? So, part of me thinks maybe I had some kind of medical, not emergency, but maybe I had like a medical issue while I was asleep. And maybe that caused my like brain to kick into overdrive. I don't know. You know what messes with me though? The way it started. The way it started was I was laying in bed, which I was laying in bed, and I heard someone come through the door. That's what started the entire thing. And but apparently I don't think that actually happened. Because when I woke up, I was the only one in the house. So I have no idea. I think it was just a bad dream, and maybe I don't know. Is that words? Oh, Radio Shack. Okay. Savage Phoenix in the chat. And thank you for the love. Okay, guys, let's do another EVP. And let's turn the lights off for this one. Maybe we'll leave the red light on. Excuse me. Jersey for life. That's a good way of putting it. I hope it was a bad dream. I hope it was a bad dream and nothing else. I had a similar disturbing dream the first time I went to that place in Florida. So the one freaking night I stayed by myself, I was sitting on the edge of the bed. I hadn't gone to sleep yet. And I had this like camper to myself. And the camper, it filled up with these tiny blue, it was like blue and green lights, mainly blue and green and some green. And they were the size of sand. They were literally like sand. There was like 2 or 3 bigger ones that were like as big as a quarter. But there were just tons of these like tiny blue lights that were the size of like specks of sand. And then, like I said, a few big ones. And then the next thing I know, it's like 4 hours later. And what I think happened was, I think I'd started falling asleep, fell asleep, and then woke up. And that's the last thing I remember. But, oh no! Oh, that's not the last thing. The last thing was, oh, there was a shadow in the room. It was the blue and green lights. And then there was a shadow in the room. And when I woke back up, the light was on. Guys, I don't think I'm going to sleep anymore. I think I've decided from this moment on, I'm not going to do any more sleeping. Or, you know what? That kind of thing never happens whenever there's a camera on. I'm going to start sleeping with a camera on, like a security camera or just anything. I shouldn't be talking about this and then have to go to bed here in an hour. POV, yes, that's the place in Florida that Ryan was talking about when he encountered the thing. All right, let's turn these lights off. Yeah, guys, I'm going to have to get like some kind of camera because stuff does not happen when you have a camera rolling. How crazy would it be, though, if you saw me getting pulled out of my bed by an invisible force and like the camera's like distorting and glitching? No one would believe it. That's the thing. No one would freaking believe it. Turkey Nut, thank you for the dubs. Guys, if we hit the dubs, we'll do another set of EVPs. Guys, again, I'm going to be doing a full experiment Saturday. Tonight, I just wanted to hang out and talk to you guys. I just wanted to talk about that dream, too, in case it was death coming for me. But that's the thing. We talked about this earlier. Death is usually a peaceful experience. Dream Kitten, thank you for the dubs. Christy, thank you for the dub. All right, let's turn this off. All right, lights out EVP. I've freaked myself out now talking about all that stuff that's happened. There's one other time that I had a crazy experience. Renee Marie with the dubs. Thank you, Renee. All right, here. Let's hit record. Hello. Who's here with me? All right, let's listen back to this. Light Hope, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Turkey Nut, thank you for the level up sparks. No, I don't have a poltergeist. I've had poltergeist activity a few times over the years. Uh but it's very sporadic. It's not like it's not like a poltergeist of the old cases. Twee, thank you for the 40 dubs. Let's go. Turkey Nut with the 5 dubs. And Renee Marie with the 165 dubs. Renee, you are incredible. You are absolutely incredible. Renee, I'm going to do another EVP just for you. I'm going to do an EVP just for you after we listen back to this. Whoa! That wasn't me talking. This hello was the first thing I said. What is that voice at the beginning? Help you out? Does it say help you out? That is a man's voice. That is a man's voice, and I think he's saying help you out. Here, one more replay. I'll mouth it out. Let me know if you hear it. I hear help you out. One more replay. I hear help you out. All right, I'm gonna listen to it again. I'm just gonna let it play. All right, there's definitely something on there. I'm gonna have to review that later. All right, let's do another one. This next one is for Renee Marie. Renee, you are incredible. Guys, we're at 43 minutes. What time is it? Stan says whistle around. Are you saying to whistle? Is that what you're saying? It's 4:27 in the morning. Goodness gracious. All right, look, if we do hit the next gift goal, I'll set out the music box, but we're only going to be live for like a little while longer. I always say that and we end up streaming for like hours. But listen, seriously, if we hit the gift goal, we're going to bust out the music box as well. It is fully charged. I charged it before going live. I wanted to. Stan says, yeah, whistle. I'm not going to whistle tonight, but Stan, I'll be doing an experiment Saturday where I'll be trying multiple different methods of signaling to the spirits. Classic Gamer says, are Spirit Box apps any good? I use one Spirit Box app called EVP Shifter. It's an app by Keith Weldon. As far as Spirit Box apps go, that is the one I prefer. There is an AI app, AI ITC app, ITC AI app called SPI Spy, made by my boy Sean Austin. It's pretty cool. Lena Linaldo, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks, Lena. You're incredible. David, thank you for the share. All right, this one is for Renee Marie. I'm hitting record now. Here, tell me your name right here. Are you in the basement or somewhere else? Tell me on here. Whoa. Oh, pit? Open? Is it oh, pit or oh, pit?
Here, tell me your name right here.
Whoa! Immediate response. After I say tell me your name, there's like it's like 2 syllables.
Here, tell me your name right here.
All right, let's double check.
Here, tell me your name right here. Are you in the basement or somewhere else? Tell me on here.
There is someone talking. POV, thank you for being here. POV Paranormal, guys. Be sure to give POV a sub. Mr. Warlight says it's just static. I couldn't make anything out on that one, but there's definitely some responses. I think with either a better trained ear on my part or a review with headphones, I think I'll be able to make out what some of that's saying. But our goal is to find the clearest responses. The clearest responses. So, guys, if we hit the next gift goal, or if we hit half of this gift goal, or if we get a super chat, we'll do one more EVP. So if we get 25 Let 'em Cooks, we'll do EVP, one more EVP to close it out. And if we hit the full gift goal, we'll do EVP and Spirit Box, and Music Box. And you know what? No, I should go. Guys, it is way late. Saturday we'll be doing an experiment. I'll be streaming for much longer. It'll be sweet. Havana Luna says, well, it was standing in the back room looking at you. Alex Sweet Pea with the 4, Let 'em Cooks. Whispering Skulls, it's 3:33 a.m. where you are. Mr. Warlight says, you failed, but that's all right. Why do you say I failed? Give me the reason. Did you hear the other sessions we did or just that last one? Renee Marie with the Let 'em Cooks. Okay, guys, Renee is cooking. Renee is cooking right now. You know what? Renee, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going for Renee. We're going to keep going for Renee. Where did I put the music box? I literally had it on me. Did I set it down over here? Where did I put it? I don't know where I put the music box. Okay, well, here. I've got another one that we can use. So I've been noticing that literally right here, it feels like there's been something right here. We did have that monkey god statue right there for a while. Alright, I need something to set this on. Guys, this guitar strap is amazing, but it freaking reeks. It's got that, like, strong factory odor. Also, guys, if y'all know any metalheads looking for the best guitar in the entire world, let me know. I love this guitar so much in the way it looks. I don't think it's for me, though. Maybe I should try replacing the pickups before I try and sell it. I love this guitar. I freaking love it. Also, I think I'm going to sell this guitar too. I made this guitar. I mean, made is a bit strong. I heavily modified it. Every part of that guitar has been modified to be awesome. Why am I talking about this? No one watching gives a crap about music gear. All right, let's put the music box up. Again, shout out Renee Marie. Renee, we're putting the music box up. Turkey Nut with the Tiny Dinies. Let's go. Turkey Nut, thank you for the Tiny Dinies. Tyler Watt says, I do. Renee Marie says, I love guitar. Okay, I was totally wrong. Turkey Nut with the Let 'em Cooks. Keza says, if you love it, I think keep it. See, that's the thing. I have too many guitars and not enough money. And this guitar is made for, like, someone who plays metal. This is made for a metal guitarist, and I'm like a indie alternative douchebag as far as it comes to guitar. This is like a technically precise machine. This is like those super fast race cars, and then what I normally play is more like just like a Toyota Camry, like still really nice, it's still really nice, and this is like a Ferrari. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. This is an extremely rare guitar. When I got this, it was one of 3 available for sale in the entire world. How crazy is that? There were only 3 for sale in the entire world when this one was got for me. So it's like, I could get a lot for it. This, on the other hand, I poured a bunch of work into this guitar, and because it has Squire on the headstock, I probably wouldn't get a lot for that. But I do have a couple spare Fender necks. I could put a Fender neck on this and really nicen it up, and maybe I could get like $500-600 for it. All right, let's do another EVP here. All right, that's me. And we need to turn the light center off. Boom, there we go. Spirits, if you want to keep talking to us, please light up that music box. Fruit says, charge the ghost rent. I wish I could. Tyler Watt says, I have an acoustic Fender Gemini from 68. Tyler, you're crazy. How does it sound? Shell says, sell it and get more ghost hunting equipment. Let's go, Shell. I agree with that, Shell. I am selling some gateway devices. I sold one on the Florida trip. I actually made it for that investigation. It was actually kind of sick. It was really sick. It was a unique gateway device, one like I've never made before. I have a ton of ghost hunting gear that is either broken or like look at all these rim pods. Look at all these freaking rim pods. I have like 1,000 different rim pods, and there's something wrong with all of them. This one's never gone off. This one right here has never gone off. I used it a whole bunch, and it never went off, not once. Then I've got a bunch of the name brand rim pods, and they all do the same thing. They start falling in like do you see this? Like, look, and you can't get the buttons because the buttons have fallen in. I have 2 or maybe 3 of the freaking $250 freaking rim, and they look at this. And then I threw one away because it had fallen in. Look at this one. Do you see this? They all freaking do this. And guys, part of it is I investigate every day, not every day, but like every week. A lot of paranormal investigators will investigate like once a month, if that. But me, on the other hand, I put my gear through hell. I'm also as you can see, I'm very well organized. I take care of things very well. I'm joking. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic. So if my gear is rough, it has been roughened up. So if something has been working for a while, that means it's strong. That means it's very, very durable. But the name brand rim pods are not. They freaking just, I guess they come unglued. I guess they're glued in. It's ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous. Anyways, There are those square rim pods on Amazon. They're cheaper and more durable. They're easier to, and if it pops off, it's glued on too. But if it pops off, it pops out of it instead of under it, so you can re-glue it very easily. Yeah, guys. Let's hit a spirit box real quick. Why don't we? Why don't we hit a freaking spirit box? No, you know what? We need to do one more EVP because what's their face? Mr. Warlight said I failed because I didn't get a super clear EVP on that last one. Let's do one more EVP. And then, guys, crazy gift goal. If we hit 100 Let 'em Cooks, we'll turn the gateway device on for 3 minutes. 3 minute gateway session. 3 minute gateway session. Spirits, if you want me to turn the gateway device on, light up the music box on that chair. Aphrodite, thank you for the follow. Renee Marie, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks. All right, here we go. Let's do another EVP. See if we get an EVP. Craig, you need a guitar? Craig, I got a ton of guitars. Tell me what you need. I got 2 7 strings. I got that freaking nice ass modified Mustang right there. Love that thing. I'm considering selling my freaking baby, the nicest guitar in this entire house. Considering it. Haven't decided yet. All right, here, let's record. Christy, thank you for the Let 'em Cook. We're at 19 Let 'em Cooks. Let's go. Renee Marie with 18 Let 'em Cooks. Christy with the Let 'em Cook. All right, hitting record. Spirits, do you buy and sell anything? Hello? Who's down here with me? All right, let's listen back. Craig says, I never played, so a basic one. I'll buy one off you. I don't know anything about them, but love the sound and want to learn. Craig, you are awesome. I will look through my guitars and see if I've got one that fits your needs. Here's the thing, guys. If you're just starting guitar, a lot of people tend to go like super cheap right away, but the super cheap guitars don't play very well. They're very tough to play, tough to set up. You want to go like mid-range if you're just starting off. Something that's smooth, set up nicely, plays easily. You don't want the guitar to give you any resistance while you're trying to learn. So I've this would be the guitar, Craig, that fits where you're talking about. I'd have to redo the guitar strap, the strap buttons for you, but that's no problem. This one is a little dinged up. This one's very sentimental to me. I don't want to sell any of these, Craig. I don't want to sell any of my guitars. This is the second nicest guitar. I modified it so it looks, worse. But this is the second nicest guitar I have in the house. This Fender Jaguar. That PRS definitely the nicest. This Fender Jaguar, actually the Jaguar, this one I think I could get more for if I put it back to stock. Anyways, yeah. Oh, actually, you know what, Craig? I do have a Strat at my place. It's a short scale Strat, so it's super rare. Fender only made a few of them because their Strats are usually like 25.5-inch scale length, which is long scale. Like this is like, so look at this bad, but this is not the one I'm talking about. This is a different Strat, but this is that Strats are this kind of body where it has like the things. Yeah, this is another rare guitar. But the Strat I'm talking about, Craig, it looks a bit more normal. It has a Nashville humbucker in it, which is nice. All right, that was me. I kicked the chair. Anyways, guys, let's listen to this EVP. Let's listen to this EVP.
Dude, do you buy and sell anything? Hello? Who's down here with...
All right, nothing super clear on that one either. Let's listen back.
Dude, do you buy and sell anything? Hello? Who's down here with...
Nothing. That shows you how crazy the last few investigations were. BB King, you heard a hello? Larita Bells, we hit 16K likes. Let's go. Let's freaking go, fam. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off here. Listen, I will be live again Saturday. We're going to be doing a full experiment, full investigation. And then Monday, I'm going to do a test stream calling out to one of my family members who have passed away. And that's going to be, guys, listen, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I used to be allowed to say this. I don't know about TikTok's rules anymore. But the call-out sessions are going to be on Patreon. They're going to be Patreon sessions every Monday, if and when I get it rolling. So members only Monday is going to turn into call-out session Monday. And I'm going to use the Patreon for that. And then Saturdays is Sub Squad Saturday. And then Thursday is open to everybody. So trying to get back, that was my original schedule back in the day where I did Mondays for the Patreon. Guys, we'll worry about that when we come to it. In the meantime, I'll be live again Saturday. Papa Craig, thank you for the follow. Guys, I'll be live again Saturday. Thank you all for being here. Let me turn these lights on. Let me turn this off. Also, for Renee Marie, just real quick, we'll turn the EVP shifter on just for a second. Spirits, thank you for coming through or trying to come through and talking. We did get that one clear voice that said help him out. Or help, no, it said help you out, didn't it? It said help you out. Anything you want to say before we go, Spirits? What? What'd that just say? You're a potato? In the creepiest voice that's ever happened? Did you say you're a potato? What's that even mean? This is Eric. Who's talking to me? Are you a paranormal investigator? Are you a ghost hunter? Do you hunt for ghosts? Who tried to pull me out of my bed last night? Are there any guides or guardians with us? Can you say, yo, what's up, E-Money? Me? Spirits, thank you for coming through. I'm going to say goodnight and close this out. Good night, spirits. What the heck? It like freaked out. Did it just say drop a snack for me? What do you want for a snack? BB King, it said trip. Jennifer Dennis said trip. What do you mean trip? Like down the stairs? All right, I'm closing it here, spirits. Good night, spirits. Guys, one thing that all the families that have ever lived here have said, and it's consistent, is that coming up these steps, they felt the need to book it. And they'd get to the top of the steps, and they'd feel like someone was standing at the bottom of the steps every time. And guys, it is this weird feeling where when you walk up the steps, for some reason, it feels like you're not going to make it. And it's this like subtle but obvious feeling. It's this place, guys. Before anything goes too crazy, we've got to have some other investigators here. Travis, yes, I'll bring Maggie Saturday. Travis, thank you for being here. You are incredible. Guys, thank you all for being here. Stay tuned, stay epic, and I'll see everyone Saturday night. Peace, family. Keep your eyes on the skies. Apparently there's solar flares, UFO activity. Stay aware. Be ready to record at a moment's notice. Carolyn Mary, thank you for the follow. All right, guys, I'll see you all Saturday. Jersey for Life, Renee Marie, Tim McCall, Isus, Jude, thank you for being here, Jude. Craig, see you Saturday. RJ, what's good, RJ? All right, I'll see you all Saturday.